The guitar solo in this song was something that I wanted to kind of step out of what I usually have done in the past. I never felt like the song needed a very flashy guitar solo. I wanted it to be more melodic and vocal-like in quality. So in doing that, I ended up trying to keep it along the lines of the chorus melody that the guitars play, because those kind of loosely follow the vocals. I really liked kind of the vibe of all of that. So when it came to doing the actual solo, one of the things that was kind of a happy accident was I was playing a little bit more linearly on the guitar, which to me always lends itself to sounding more melodic, more vocal-like, and it's a nice challenge to do because you're almost looking at the guitar in a different way than you might normally do. It was a lot of fun to write it, and just to kind of have a bunch of bends and a bunch of vibrato and legato kind of phrasing, and just try to make it as vocal-like as I could. Now, there are, two spots towards the end where it's a little flashy, but they're just kind of sprinkled in, and I always felt like in the moment, those felt like they belong. When I usually write a guitar solo, a lot of times I'll have ideas in my head as to what I think it's going to sound like or what I want to try to do. With this one, it was a lot of just jamming along to it, and I think that really lent itself to how it turned out, in the sense of I wasn't defaulting back to things that I could do and hopefully do well. It was a lot of fun to do this one, and it's one of the ones I'm very proud of. And the other really cool thing about this one, which was another first for us, was towards the end of the solo there are vocals over top of it, which is something that I've always been a big fan of, but we hadn't done to this point. When we were in the studio recording, the solo got done before the vocals did, and Chad had come in and basically come up with stuff that just meshed together really well. And that's one of the things I always like about doing these sorts of things with him. We might not necessarily know what the other's doing, but we always seem to come up with things that gel together pretty well. And I think this was a good case of that, and especially for it being the very first time, and it's something that we've done a little bit more since then, but it was a cool one to do for this.